find basements. They find you. Long before you own the house, long before you even know its address, the concrete below is already waiting. Cold, patient, full of things that learned how to breathe in the dark. I used to think basements were just storage. Boxes of Christmas decorations, broken furniture, things you don't need but can't throw away. Then I heard the first scratch behind the drywall. Not rats, not pipes. Something that knew my name before I'd ever spoken. And that's when I realized, the stairs don't go down to your house. They go down to what your house was built on. I didn't plan to go down there, not really. The realtor called it unfinished but full of potential. My wife called it damp. I called it a place to store the grill in winter. That was the first mistake, naming it before I knew what it was. The door stuck, always has. You have to lean into it, shoulder against peeling paint, and push until the frame groans. Then comes the drop. Not a fall, just a sudden shift in the air. Like stepping into a refrigerator that's been left open too long. The light switch is too high. You have to stretch, and when it clicks, the bulb doesn't wake up. It coughs, flickers, throws a sick yellow circle over concrete stained with decades of water rings. I counted them later. 7. Always 7. Like footsteps, like something pacing, waiting. I went down for boxes, found a workbench instead, covered in dust thick enough to write in. I did. Just my initials. KM. They stayed. No smudges, no footprints. But mine, I told myself it was the dry air. Old houses dry out, settle, breathe differently. That's what you tell yourself. Until the air stops feeling empty. Until it feels like it's holding its breath. Until you realize you're the only one breathing. And it's listening. Behind the bench, a metal lockbox. Rust eaten through the corners, no key. I pried it open with a screwdriver. The hinge screamed. Like it hadn't been opened in decades. Or like it didn't want to be. Inside, a child's shoe. One left. Leather cracked like old skin, a Polaroid, faded. A woman standing in this exact basement, smiling. Her eyes were looking past the camera. Past me, toward the far corner, where the shadows never quite reached the wall. And a cassette tape. Labeled in neat, careful handwriting for whoever finds it. Don't play it upstairs. I should have walked out. Should have called someone. Instead, I sat on the bottom step, pulled an old battery-operated recorder from my toolbox, slotted the tape, pressed play, static first, then breathing. Not mine. Slower, deeper, like someone trying to remember how to do it. Then a voice, soft, close, too close to the mic. You're not the first. You won't be the last. The stairs only go one way now. Listen. I froze. The tape kept playing. But it wasn't recording me. It was recording the basement, the drip, the creak, the scratch. And underneath it all, a second set of breaths, matching mine. But half, a second behind, like an echo that hadn't caught up yet. Like something learning to breathe at my pace. I dropped the recorder. The tape kept spinning. I backed up the stairs, fast, too fast. My foot caught, I fell, scraped my palm, looked down. The recorder was still playing, but the voice wasn't on it anymore. It was coming from the wall, behind the drywall, right, where my initials were. And the dust, it was shifting, not from wind, from something pressing outward, testing. Learning the shape of the room, I ran upstairs, locked the door. Told my wife I dropped a wrench. She didn't ask why I was shaking. She never does. She thinks I'm just tired. I let her. Because how? Do you explain that the house is remembering you before you finished remembering it? How do you tell someone the foundation isn't concrete? It's patience. That was 3 weeks ago. The door still sticks. I don't go down anymore. But sometimes, late at night, I hear it. Not the tape, not the breathing, the sound of something being placed gently on the bottom step. Then another, and another. Like someone building a staircase upward. From below, each placement deliberate, each one closer to the door, each one heavier. I checked the peephole under the door yesterday, just dust, and a single footprint, not mine, smaller, pointing up. The toe was curled, like it was gripping, not walking, climbing. I pressed my ear to the floor. Heard it, a slow, steady scrape, like fabric dragging over wood, like someone pulling themselves up. One step at a time, taking their time. They know I'm listening, they know I'm waiting. I haven't told my wife. I won't, because I know what it means now. The basement isn't holding things, it's returning them, and it's almost finished. Last night, I felt it, a cold spot on the back of my neck, right where my hair meets my skin. I didn't turn around. I knew what I'd see, or what wouldn't be there. The air felt heavier, like it had learned my weight, my shape, my breath. It wasn't empty anymore. It was full, and it was settling. In this morning, I found a Polaroid on the kitchen counter. I didn't take it. I didn't place it there. It shows me, sitting on the bottom step, looking up, but my eyes aren't looking at the camera. They're looking past it, toward the stairs, and behind me, in the dust, fresh footprints. Not coming down, going up. The edges are crisp, like they were made yesterday, or tomorrow. I'm writing this, because if you're reading it, you're already too far gone. The door will stick for you too, the light will cough, and when you sit on that step, you'll hear it. Not a threat, an invitation, because basements don't keep secrets. They keep time, and it's running out. You'll feel it in your chest first, that heavy, sinking feeling, like you're standing at the top of a staircase that wasn't there yesterday, and you'll know you have to go down. Not because you want to, because it's already calling your name, in your voice. My grandfather never spoke about the basement, not once. In 40 years of Sunday dinners, of Christmas mornings, of quiet evenings on the porch, the word never crossed his lips. He'd just tap his knee twice, left, right, like checking for a pulse, and if you asked, he'd change the subject. I thought it was grief. Turns out it was warning. I inherited the house after he passed. The keys came in a manila envelope. No note, just a brass number, and a single sheet of paper with 2 words. Count them. I didn't understand. Not until I stood at the top of the stairs. 14 steps, always 14. I'd been down them as a kid, never counted, never thought to. But now, standing there, with the envelope still in my hand, I felt it. A wrongness in the wood, a gap between the 3rd and 4th step that wasn't there yesterday. Or maybe it was always there, and I was just finally seeing it. I went down. The air was thick, not humid, heavy, like walking through water that hadn't decided to move yet. The walls were bare cinder block, painted white, or maybe they used to be. Now they're the color of old teeth. I ran my fingers along them, cold, gritty, and at the exact height of my ribs, a groove, smooth, worn, like someone had dragged their hands down it, over and over, for years. I reached the bottom, turned around, looked up at the stairs. 13 steps. I blinked, counted again. 14. I walked up, felt each one under my boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I stopped. The top step wasn't there, just a flat, empty space where it should be, like a tooth pulled from a mouth. I stepped up anyway. My foot hit wood, solid. I turned around, looked down. 14 steps, all there. That's when I heard it. A soft scrape from below. Not rats, not pipes. Like a chair being pulled across concrete. Slow, deliberate. Then a voice. My grandfather's, but wrong, too clear, too close. You counted wrong. I froze. The air went still, not quiet. Still, like it had been holding its breath for decades, and finally let go. I didn't run. I couldn't. My legs felt like they belonged to someone else. Someone who'd been down here before. Someone who knew better. I sat on the bottom step, pressed my palms flat against the concrete, felt the vibration. Before I heard it, a low hum like a generator or a throat. Then the scraping again, closer, not from the corner, from the stairs. I looked down. The dust between the fourth and fifth step was moving, not settling, shifting, like something was breathing underneath it, like the steps weren't wood and nails, they were ribs. I stood, walked to the wall, pressed my ear against the groove at rib height, heard it, a heartbeat, slow, steady, not mine, older, tired, and underneath it, a whisper, my name, but not how my grandfather said it, how I say it to myself, when I'm alone, when I'm scared, when I'm pretending I'm fine. I backed away, hit the stairs, climbed, fast, didn't look back. Reached the top, closed the door, leaned against it, breathing hard, telling myself it was stress, grief, old houses settle, pipes expand, wood contracts. You know the lines, you say them to sleep, but you don't believe them, because you felt it, the gap, the missing step, the way the air changed when you counted. I didn't go down again, not for months. I told myself I was fine, that the house was just settling, that grief plays tricks, until last Tuesday. I woke up at 3:17 a.m. Every night since he died, I've woken up at 3:17. His time of passing, I never questioned it. Until tonight, I heard it. Footsteps, on the stairs, coming up, not walking, dragging. Each step followed by a pause, like it was learning how to hold my weight, how to match my rhythm. I didn't move. I listened, counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The door handle turned, slowly, the brass knob groaned, like it hadn't been used in years, or like it was remembering how. I held my breath. The door opened a crack, just enough to let the cold in, just enough to see the bottom step, empty. But the dust, it was pressed down, like something had been standing there, watching, waiting for me to look. I closed my eyes, counted backward, from 14 to 1, opened them. The door was shut, the house was quiet, but the air, it was lighter, like something had finally come upstairs and decided to stay. I checked the stairs this morning. 14. Always 14. But the groove on the wall, it's deeper now, and if you press your ear to it, you don't hear a heartbeat. You hear breathing, my breathing, but slower, like it's practicing, like it's learning to be me. I'm not scared anymore. That's the worst part. I'm not scared, I'm tired. And when you're tired, you stop fighting the weight. You just let it pull you down. I'll go back tonight. I'll count them. I'll listen. And when the gap opens, I won't close it, because some houses don't keep secrets. They keep family, and family always comes home. I bought the house for the light. Big windows, south-facing. The basement wasn't even on the listing. Just a footnote. Unfinished lower level. Access via interior stairwell. I didn't ask why the previous owners left it unfinished. I should have, but I was young, in love with the idea of ownership, of a space that was mine. I didn't know then that ownership is a loan, and basements always collect interest. The first time I went down, I brought a flashlight. The beam cut through. Dust motes like snow. The floor was bare concrete, cracked in places, stained with oil or rust. I couldn't tell. I ran my hand along the wall. Cold, damp, and at shoulder height, a series of marks, not scratches. Tally marks. Groups of 5. Dozens of them. Faded, uneven, like they'd been made by someone who lost count, or didn't care to keep it. I ignored them, told myself it was contractors, or kids, or a previous owner tracking days. I didn't ask whose days. I didn't want to know. I went back up, locked the door, told myself I'd seal it tomorrow. I never did. The second time, I brought a broom. Just to sweep. The dust clumped, like it had been wet recently, like someone had tracked mud, or water, or tears. I swept toward the center. The pile shifted, revealed a patch of concrete darker than the rest, smooth, almost polished, like it had been stood on, for hours, for years. I knelt, pressed my palm to it, felt the cold, but underneath it, warmth, faint, fading, like a body heat that hadn't fully left. I stood up fast, backed away, told myself it was the pipes, the furnace, the way old houses trap heat. But I knew it wasn't heat, it was memory, and it was waiting to be recognized. The third time, I didn't bring anything, just myself. I sat on the bottom step, listened. The house was quiet, too quiet, no hum, no creak, just stillness. Like the air had been vacuumed out. Then I heard it. A soft knock. From below the concrete, 3 taps, even, deliberate. Then silence, then 3 more. I stood, walked to the center, pressed my ear to the dark patch, heard it. A voice, muffled, but clear enough. My voice, saying, "Don't sit down, don't stay, don't look up." I didn't look up. I couldn't. My neck locked, my breath caught. I felt it before I saw the air thickening, the temperature dropping, not all at once, gradually, like a room realizing you're there, and deciding what to do with you. I closed my eyes, counted to 10, opened them. The tally marks on the wall were different, more, deeper, and one of them was mine. Fresh, carved by my own hand. But I hadn't touched the wall. I hadn't moved from the step. I ran upstairs, didn't look back, locked the door, threw away the key, told myself I was done, that I'd sell the house, move, forget. But you can't forget a room that remembers you, because it starts showing up in your dreams, in your peripheral vision, in the way your coffee goes cold too fast, in the way your reflection lingers a second too long, in the way your own voice sounds unfamiliar when you speak it aloud. I went back down a month later. I don't know why. Maybe curiosity, maybe resignation, maybe because some doors don't stay closed, maybe because the house was tired of waiting. I brought a camera, recorded the stairs, the walls, the floor, played it back upstairs. The video showed me, sitting on the step, looking down. But I wasn't looking at the floor. I was looking at something standing behind me. Tall, thin, barely there. Just a shape, a suggestion. And on the wall, the tally marks. They were counting down, not up. I deleted the video, burned the camera, told myself it was a trick of the light, a smudge on the lens, a mind playing games with itself. But I knew because when I played it back, I heard my own voice whispering from the speaker, not recorded, live, as if the basement was still playing, as if it never stopped. I don't go down anymore. I don't need to. It comes up, in the condensation on the windows, in the way the floorboards groan in a pattern. 3, 2, 3, 2. Like footsteps, like someone pacing, learning my house, learning my rhythm, learning me. Last night I woke up to the smell of damp concrete. Not strong, just there. Like it had seeped through the foundation, through the walls, into the air. I didn't get up. I just listened, heard it, a soft scrape. From the hallway, then another. From the kitchen, then another. From right outside my bedroom door. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. I knew what was out there. It wasn't waiting to get in. It was waiting for me to go down, because it's not a place anymore. It's a person, and it's wearing my face. I'm writing this because you'll read it. You'll feel it, that familiar weight in your chest, that sudden awareness of the stairs in your own house, that quiet voice telling you to just take a quick look, just to check, just to be sure. Don't, because the floor doesn't forget. It keeps time. It keeps tally. It keeps you. And when you finally sit down, you won't hear a warning. You'll hear a welcome, in your own voice, saying exactly what you're about to say, before you say it.